Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today in this session we are going to discuss some core methods of knowledge representation. In the last lecture we have already discussed about introduction to knowledge representation, its important elements, its usages as well as examples. So if you haven't watched the previous session, I am adding link in the description box. So now in this session, we will discuss some core methods including logic-based systems, structured representation, probabilistic models, as well as distributed representations. Along with their introduction, I will also share with you its internal types as well as their usages. So now let's just start the discussion. As we have already discussed, knowledge representation is an important component of AI that enables intelligent behavior in machines, improving their ability to interact with and understand the world like we human do. जैसे हम लोग अपने पास्ट एक्सपीरियंसेस को यूज करके न्यू डिसीजन मेकिंग करते हैं, उसी तरीके से मशीन्स कैसे अपने एक्सपीरियंसेस को यूज करके नए सिनेरियो में डिसीजन मेकिंग करेगी या नए सिनेरियो में वर्क करेगी रियल वर्ल्ड के साथ में, ये सब चीजें अगर हमें अपनी मशीन में ऐड करनी है, सो डेफिनेटली वी मस्ट यूज नॉलेज रिप्रेजेंटेशन. So now let's just move to its core methods. The first method we have is logic based systems. Logic-based systems are nothing but these are the formal logics that are used to represent and infer the knowledge. These systems always uses some well-defined syntax, means it uses some well-defined or fixed rules, fixed criterias and semantics to enable reasoning and decision making. All clear everyone? So logic-based systems in AI uses formal logic to represent the knowledge. They can also perform reasoning. They can also derive conclusions. Okay. These systems help AI applications in decision making, problem solving, and automated reasoning. Also, students, if you use logic based system in your AI, these can also provide a powerful way to represent and reason about knowledge, but they require careful handling of complexity and computational costs. So, this is the major advantages and major benefits of using logic based systems in AI. So, now we have some types under logic based systems. So the first type include your propositional logic. As we all know, this is propositional logic. Okay? As we all know, proposition logics always deals with either true or false. That means it always uses a value 0 or a value 1, or false means a value 0. For example, if it rains, the road is wet. Right? So this is an example of propositional logic. That means rain, wet road depends on the rain. Clear? So the first type of logic based system is your propositional logic. Another type we have is FOL. FOL stands for first order logic. So it expands propositional logic by introducing some objects, by introducing predicates, or by introducing quantifiers. For examples, all all humans are mortal. Are mortal is an example of first order logic. Another type of logic based system includes non-monotonic logic. So it allows reasoning with incomplete and changing information. if in our system हमारे पास information complete नहीं है that what we want और हमारी information जो है वो time to time change हो रही है, then under logic based system we always uses non monotonic logics. For examples, birds can fly but penguins cannot. Penguins are also taken under the category of birds, right? So but we have an example here, birds can fly but penguins cannot. So here we have incomplete information or our information is changing with some examples. So we take this under non-monotonic logic. Fourth example, fourth type we have is description logic. It is used in semantic reasoning and ontologies. It enables web ontology language in the semantic web. So in the last lecture, we have already discussed about semantic web, right? So all these are the types of logic based systems. Next we have structured representations. So under structured representation, we have so many types. So structured knowledge representation in AI organizes the information into well-defined format. So this is the best advantage or feature of structured representation, that it represent the given information in a structured way, or we can say in a well-defined format that allow efficient storage, retrieval, and reasoning. These representations help AI understand and process complete relationship between the entities. Now let's just talk about its examples, its types. So first type of structured representation is your semantic networks. It is basically a graph-based representation where we have two important terms, nodes and edges. We all know nodes represent the object and edges represent the relationship between them. For example, let's take an example of semantic network. Let's take an example of dogs. Okay, we can say dog is an animal, right? Another statement we can say dog has one tail. Another statement we can say dog can bark. Okay, so this is what? This is the network. We can also say it as dogs are taken under the category of animals. Dog has one tail. Dog can bark. Dog has four legs. Right, so we are creating a network here where we have used nodes as well as edges. So this is the example of semantic network. Another structured representation type includes its frames. Clear? A structured data format representing objects and their attributes, similar to object-oriented programming. Let's take an example of frame. A car. Here, car is nothing but it is a frame. And we have some properties of this frame. That means the type of car, we have the color of car, we have the engine of car, we have the model of car, or we can have the owner of car. Clear? So car is a frame and we have many properties of this particular frame including these 5. Why we use frames in artificial intelligence? Because it is easy to represent real world entities and it always support inheritance. Remember this point, this is very, very important. In structured representation, frames always supports inheritance property. And its weakness includes it cannot handle reasoning or uncertainty in a better way as compared to previous one. Clear everyone? Third type of structured representation is ontologies. Its ontologies. So students, ontologies are basically formal and hierarchical structure, defining concept and relationships, and these are widely used where? These are widely used in semantic webs. For example, if we talk about healthcare ontology, clear? If we talk about healthcare and ontology, we have human, that is a class. We have doctors, subclass of human. We have patients, that is also a subclass of human. Clear? But how does it works? It works like doctors treats the patients. That means one subclass treats another subclass. One subclass is depending on another subclass. So the strength of using ontologies in AI is it supports inference and systematic reasoning. And the weaknesses of using ontologies in AI includes that it is complex to create and very hard to maintain. All right, everyone. So these are the types of structured representation. Another type we have is fourth type under this is conceptual graph. An extension of semantic network, a graph-based structure for natural language representation. For example, a dog eats fish. Clear? Here, how does a graph works? We can say a dog that works as an agent here. A dog is eating, that is an object here. Object is what? Object is fish here. Clear? So in semantic, it is the extension of semantic networks with graph-based structure. So the reason why we use conceptual graph is it helps in natural language processing. It helps in NLP. And the weakness, the reasons why we should not use this is it is computationally expensive for large knowledge bases. All right, everyone. So I hope everything is clear to you. If you have any doubt, you can definitely share with me in the comment section. So we have already discussed about logic-based system and its four types, structure representation and its four types. Another two types we'll discuss in the next session. Link will be added in the description box. So thank you so much, everyone.